Yesterday I walked through the forest with a naked Italian man. Let me tell you about it. Hi, my name is Araya, and I currently live on this horse farm and animal rescue here in Italy with my dog Arlo and our growing little zoo. I love to share about spirituality and wellness, travel and my van adventures, and living a life without limitation or fear of what others think. I live in this glamping tent on the farm now, and when I arrived to Italy, it was my dream to find a home base. Now that we have one, it kind of feels like the adventure has just begun. So thank you to my subscribers, clients, and Patreon supporters for making this dream possible. So, hello, my name is Araya. You guys would have just seen that in the intro. And I'm still here in Italy right now. This is my home base. I live over there in that glamping tent van area with the roof still in construction. And here in the countryside of Italy, there's this beautiful, beautiful spa nearby. And I want to word this right because it is such a special thing. And I think there can be so much conditioning around this topic of nudity. For me, there was definitely the conditioning. I've known about the spa for a while. And I haven't gone because I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't know. Like, that will probably bring up a lot of me. I don't know that I would be comfortable. I think, all this stuff. But of course, if that's how we're feeling, there's something there to consider addressing. So I went there with my friend who's visiting yesterday. We spent the day there. And at first I was like, so not sure what to do. They're like, here's the changing room, here's the bathroom. I was like, okay, so do we just get naked and walk out naked, or is that weird? Are they gonna be like, whoa, we didn't expect you to be naked already? So I had my bathing suit bottoms on and then a towel wrapped around, and they gave us a little bit more of a tour. I've already met them before and been to the facility, just not actually been a guest. And so then we laid down and I took my towel off and I'm topless, but still with the bathing suit bottom on. And they came up and they're like, you don't have to do that. And they explained to me they were naked at that point. They're like, this is the human body. I've got it, you've got it. There's nothing weird about this. And so it was just such an experience to have that, and then to become naked with me and my friend. And we've gone skinny dipping together before, but never with other people or strangers or a man. There's a man there. Usually the spa is booked out and it's co-ed, and they do a very strict job of making sure that everyone is with good intentions. I believe it's called naturist, and so it's this whole certification you can have to be a naturist. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Spa. And so, but we were the only ones there. And we just laid in the sun. We did the sauna. There's I keep forgetting what they called it as well. This is a new word to me. The woman speaks English, also Italian. The man speaks Italian, I believe, but he's from Argentina, so he speaks Spanish. So there's somewhat of a language barrier, but there's this towel ceremony with essential oils in the sauna, and loud, intense, powerful, rhythmic music. And you wear these hats. I couldn't take any photos because we were naked and that just didn't feel right. You wear these hats and they're just it's such an experience. And my friend was having an emotional, the second time we did the ceremony in the sauna, my friend was in tears. She was something was coming up and out, just emotional blockages. And I'm looking at her crying as we're wearing these hats naked in the sauna with these two wonderful new people. And the man's doing the towel thing and throwing hot air at us from left and right, and you're just whoo, whoo. It was whoa. I was I did not ever expect to be sitting here with you. She's a sister to me. I was I didn't realize life would take us to this moment here in Italy in the sauna, but here we are. This is living. But then they asked if we wanted to go see the lake. There's this beautiful trail that you can walk, and you can do it naked. You could do it in your bathing suit if you want to. But we're yeah, let's go walk naked in the forest. And if you have been here for any of my other videos recently, you probably know that I'm injured. My ankle has been injured from my rescue horse here on the farm. Which, by the way, I'll quickly mention Ladybug. We didn't know that we were going to continue with the trial. We couldn't get a spot. So she just got confirmed a spot in a week. So the nonprofit here will bring her and organize the transportation and everything for her to go. She's part of this rescue here. So if you guys would like to donate to her going to that, the funds have to be raised, I think 1,500 is what it's at right now. So I think 1,500 is like the safe spot, but like 1,000 for sure will cover the fees of being part of this trial. So it's a clinical trial for wobblers. It's her condition that led me to raising the money to rescue her, to keep her here forever on the farm. And her owner, the mafia guy, just got out of jail. So he's been down the road. I've actually seen him now. I made eye contact with him the other day. And like I've rescued 6 horses now from him. This is very interesting. But if you want to donate to that cause of Ladybug, getting answers of her condition and like finding some relief so that she's not in pain for the rest of her life. Like if you see her feet, the way that she drags her feet because of her wobblers, like they grow really different, and it just confirms that like she's in a lot of pain in her spine somewhere. So this should give her answers. It should give her maybe not a solution, but a way to live comfortably. The farm owner here says that she's going to have a shorter life than most horses, which is just like absolutely heartbreaking. But I want to give her, it makes me sad. I want to give her the longest life possible. So if you want to donate to Ladybug's cause, we're going to keep her here happy and healthy for as long as possible, because she's the best horse ever. She's wild and she's free and she's amazing. And Wild and Free came from her. That's the name of my retreat, which we're getting to. But it came from her and her babies that were stillbirth. Her babies are running wild and free. Someone said that during the burial ceremony, which was just right over there. And Ladybug, like everyone is kind of terrified of her, but she's just like fierce and she is wild and she is just like this like strong presence, and she just deserves the world. She's also so soft and so feminine, and she just like every time I walk over there, when I can get over there with my injury happened from her, but she goes right to checking out my ankle and seeing how the injury is progressing and maybe offering me some healing. Like she's just incredible. So I didn't expect to get emotional, but if you, and it's safe to feel your emotions, you should always feel them. If you want to donate to that, I will link that below. So I'm injured and I was trying to communicate to these wonderful naked people. Like, I have an injury. I can't really walk far. Like, I don't ever really walk much right now. I'm like, it's been months of trying to heal. I would love to see the lake as long as it's like a short walk. And so the woman, heard that, and she like yelled it to the naked man over in the forest, like, you know, in Italian, she's injured, her ankle, don't go far. And then he must have not heard all of it and like not understood the extent of the injury. And so we walked with this man. Me and my friend are walking with this naked man in the forest. And I honestly forgot at that point that I was naked. It's just like, my friend was like, I feel like Eve, like she's like picking flowers, and and I was like, wow, what an experience. But then we got to a point where I was like, okay, I can't actually walk any further. Like now it's starting to hurt, but we had already made it to a certain point. I was like, I don't think he understood, like I can't go so far. So I was like, is it better, like in our Spanish, English, Italian, like, is it better to go back from here or to finish the loop, because I can't go much further? And he's like, it's probably better to finish it. But I think he said that thinking I was like not injured, like just like, I don't know, like kind of injured. So I was like, okay. And it was such a long, like relatively for me, longer walk. It was probably like, he said it was like 600 meters. I don't know, but that is like half a mile, which is like a lot. I haven't done that since my accident. And so we're walking, we're like scaling this mountain, like we're like rock climbing, and I'm naked. Naked man's in front of me, naked friends behind me, and I'm like limping. I'm like crawling up this rock and like in tears too. I'm like crying, like I can't do this, but I have no option. Like I don't want him to carry me. I don't want my friend to carry me. So maybe that would have been like the additional healing part of this whole journey. And at first he was like, why are you like being so slow? Like, haha. He's such like a ball of light. He's like a crystal. He reminds me of Arlo. He's just like happiness. And he's like, oh, you're so young. Why are you acting so old? Because I'm like walking like this and limping. And I'm like, injured. Cavallo. Like, trying to cavallo his horse. cavallo. And then I think he finally understood, like, oh, she's injured. She needs to go no rapido and just slow. So finally we got there, and I explained to her, I was like, I'm injured. I wasn't supposed to do that. She's like, oh, I think he thought, like, you know, because you were walking down there that it was okay to go the whole way, and there was like a translation issue. So for some reason, there was some medicine in this. I don't know what it was yet. I think that maybe I, you know, needed to tap into my intuition more. But also I was like going to this place spiritually, and like with my guides, I was like, Archangel Michael, Jesus, like, all my angels and guides of the highest truth, like, just protect my ankle, like, engage the other muscles that need to be engaged. I was going to my happy place, my high vibrational state that I go to in brain retraining. And, you know, it was really painful. And my last time I tried walking is when I like re-injured and set myself back for months. But today I feel okay. And like after it, I went in the cold plunge, and then they gave me arnica, and they were very, very, very sweet about it once they realized like what happened, and like we had the language more clear. And then we got to just like sit and enjoy the Italian sunset naked. This like beautiful panoramic views. And at the end of it, I had realized like I didn't care about my body. I wasn't judging my body. I wasn't like perceiving others judging me. Like those patterns and those conditionings had gone away. I was like, wow, I love my body. Like my body listened to me. Like I said, okay, yeah, I'm injured, but I need my body to like, I'm not trying to push through. Like I'm just out of options here. Like there's no helicopter that can come get me. So like working with my guides, working with my body, like, okay, let's engage other muscles. Let's be safe. And like at the same time, like injuries are all an illusion as well. Like they're very real. They're like real and part of our perceived reality. Like if it wasn't, then I could just be like, I'm done being injured. It's definitely like, it's here for a reason, and it has to be here until I learn whatever I need to learn in this rest and solitude period of life. But at the same time, I was able to communicate enough with my body to get me through that naked walk, and it served as a distraction. So like when you're training a puppy, and I say this because in the terms of brain retraining too, when you're training a puppy, and he goes to like bite on something that he's not supposed to chew on, you want to redirect, and you want to redirect, and you want to redirect. So you give him a toy, you give him a command, and then you reward that. So on this walk from my pain, I was redirecting it. I was going to my happy place. I was saying, engage the other muscles. I was like confirming to my body, like, yes, like that step felt a little bit better. That step felt a little bit better. That step felt worse. Like communicating, having that strong body awareness to the point where I completely forgot I was naked. And when I first got there, I was like, like my body is, you know, it's not perfect. It's not I don't like this. I don't like that. Not that I'm like really, really like that, but there still are certain things, you know, when you think about, I thought about this too in the sauna. I learned a lot of lessons about being naked, from being naked. I was like, I've never been, other than skinny dipping with my friends, my girlfriends, I've never felt like not judged naked, right? Because when you're with a partner and you're naked, especially in that initial, here I am, there's judgment there. There's like, oh my God, whoa, yeah, like there's judgment. And so this was my first time ever really just like being all out there, like with no, at least like everyone's trying, like maybe at some level, like there's like deep down there is, but everyone, like it's like the strongest intention not to be judgmental and to be accepting of yourself. And so as I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, I've never had this experience of non-judgment from others in my wholeness, like my body, just my body. And I was telling my friend, I was like, this is like healing generations and generations of trauma for me. Like, and not just me, but like for women in general, for just like humans in general. And I felt like at the very end there, you know, maybe that walk in the forest with a naked Italian man, Argentinian, is that how you say it? Argentinian? An Italian, he's probably half Italian or something, I don't know. But he speaks Italian, we're in Italy. This naked Italian man, I completely redirected because of other things. and forgot about my naked body. I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if I like have to bend over in front of my friend as I'm climbing this rock and limping and crying. I was like, I'm enough. Like, I'm allowed to feel, even if others don't understand me and my language, I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to go slow. I'm allowed to be everything that I am in my wholeness, in my nakedness, in my rawness, in my human form. I'm enough like this. And I was completely accepted. Like, the whole thing, I was completely accepted. And by the end of it, I was like, I feel different. Last night I slept so good. I woke up and I just felt like sure of myself. I was like, I don't deserve this. Like, something came up. I was like, I don't deserve this. I don't want this. And I am clear on this is what I want. I'm clear on this is what I deserve. I'm clear on this is where I'm headed. I'm clear on this is what I don't need. And I don't have any attachment. I don't, all this stuff. I was like, whoa, all this came from this journey and this experience of accepting myself, of being whole, of finding my essence within, and like breaking down the layers and the hesitations of being just me and showing up just as me. Not to say that I'm gonna like be walking naked through all the forest here, because like we've got our neighbors here who are on their tractors and stuff, and I'm already that crazy American girl who lives in a tent on this farm. I don't need to be that crazy American girl who walks naked through the forest, but I definitely will be spending more time at this spa. So that brings me to the retreat. This is the location of the retreat, and they are so beautiful. Like, I'll show this photo here of like where we were laying. It's like, this is such a small glimpse of the retreat. And so if this scares you, like the nudity part, it's not, because I'm renting out the whole facility of the retreat center, I haven't decided yet if it's going to be like naturist or not. And also, if people, every time someone signs up, I ask them, and so far the vote has been like, yeah, whatever, nudity, like, that's fine with me. So that's so far where we're at. If you, for some reason, say, like, that's not what you want, then I, would make that the norm, like, okay, bathing suits. In the sauna, people can wear towels. But after my experience now of being part of the spa, I was like, well, this is, like, the whole experience of wild and free. Walking naked through the forest and just accepting yourself and challenging those beliefs of like your worthiness and like your everything, like it broke down a lot for me. And so I'm really like, I'm so lit up that this is the experience that I get to host with you guys. And like the whole thing's not going to be naked, but like when you're using the spa, you have that option, unless you guys are like, no, I don't want that. And then like we'll come to the farm with clothes on and do horse therapy and everything here. But the retreat's going to be so magical. So you'll have this experience that I had with my friend of the sauna ceremony. And then there's one day where we'll do, I'll have it so that you guys can have the evening spa. So the sauna looks out at the view of all the mountains and the sunset, and it's just like gorgeous. And so one of the evenings will be an evening spa, so you can do everything while it's evening. And yeah, having this man, he wears his towel for it too, if you're wondering. I was wondering, so you're not just like watching the it's human. And so he's with this towel thing, and he's just moving the energy and clearing everything. And like, you might be emotional, you might be not. Like, I was kind of like giggly, and I was just like, I was also meditating. I was just feeling like the power of everything. It's incredible. And these people are amazing. They're just so pure. They're so genuine. They're so authentic. They're so accepting. Like, from the second I sat down, and they were like, you don't have to do that. Like, you can if you want, but you don't have to. Like, there's no judgment here at all. And it didn't feel pushy. It didn't feel anything like that. It just felt like so accepting and so healing. Like, the second I was like, okay, here we go, I just felt like barriers and barriers and barriers fell down from like lineage and societies and all this conditioning. I feel like I made like a earthquake in the earth of this energy, and like you guys will all make that too when you come to the retreat. Like, you'll be making your own versions of the earthquakes down your own ancestral lines, and everyone that's ever met you, like your whole body, your whole field will change, and like you'll have this code that you bring forward, and everywhere you go you just carry it, because like the way that I'm walking now, I'm just like, I am enough here as I am. Like, my body is enough, I feel whole. And that's just from one go. So like a whole week there, I'm sure will be incredible for you guys. So if you're not coming to the retreat, maybe there's a forest you can go walk naked in with an Italian man. All right, guys, I'm so glad I could share this story with you. I was like, how do I tell people about this? This was such an experience. It was so amazing, so different, so unique, so alive. I love to just feel alive. I think like, well, having a Sagittarius moon, I always have this wanderlust feeling. I always have to be doing something, seeing more, being all over the world. I've looked at my gene keys, which is also a part of the retreat. So we'll look at your gene keys, your human design, your astrology, and like we'll incorporate that with the practices. But with my gene keys, it says I am healthiest when I am on the moon. Moon. Gotta go to the moon. Shit. No, when I'm on the move. And so I am happiest and healthiest when I am constantly moving around and seeing more. And that's why I feel like I can't settle down. Like I potentially want kids and all of that, but I see myself with bases all over the world. And I feel like that's a very important part of my journey. And so I've been feeling kind of like with the ankle injury and everything and waiting for my van to be registered and fixed and all this, like I've been feeling a little like, I gotta go, like I gotta go do something and be something and not be something, but like experience more. And so having these experiences where you're sitting in the sauna with this crazy hat and your friend's crying and there's this man like with a towel throwing hot air at you and strong sense of like rosemary and mint and lavender, and you're like, wow, it feels so alive, and it fulfills that part of me that just like needs these wonderful experiences. And like my friend and I, we went to Bali right before I came here to Italy, and we have some crazy stories in Bali, and we just get to like laugh about those. And it's that being alive feeling. I've also experienced chronic illness for years and years and years. I've experienced working in the 9 to 5 and feeling like so trapped and so out of answers. Like I know what that's like, and I also know what it's like to feel freedom and to feel like you can have like the craziest stories and best stories and laughter and connection and healing and deep, deep, deep experiences. And so I hope to continue sharing that with you guys. And I feel like this was just like a wonderful experience to have as I'm getting ready to start traveling more and more and more and have this retreat with you guys. So I invite you to the retreat, to apply to the retreat if you feel like that's something for you, and to Ladybug's fundraiser. And I also have, if you can't come to the retreat and you want to be in this energy of like deconditioning and opening up to life's possibilities and getting out of the matrix, getting out of the 9 to 5, getting out of your chronic illness, like it's all the same thing. It's just brain retraining. It's deconditioning. It's taking away those beliefs that you have that have been telling you that you can't have the life that you desire. And it's deep. It's in the subconscious. Like so much of it we have a hard time getting to, but the program is designed to help you work with the nervous system to go a little bit deeper, go a little bit deeper, go a little bit deeper, and then set yourself free and step into your chosen timeline. And you can't do it any other way than just you choosing it and you not allowing yourself to believe in those thoughts that keep you limited. And so you're the only one that can do it, but this program is designed to help you. So if you're ready for that journey, Decondition is my 12-week program. And I invite you to any and all. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here and hearing my crazy, crazy story about walking through the forest with a naked Italian man and much more. I will see you in the next one. Bye.